welcome. My name is the Professor, and I'm trying to learn Godot. Let's see. Been playing with it for a while, and I'm trying to maybe in someday make a game. Nice. Everything is nice. Everything is working out perfectly as intended. Just one moment, let me fix my mic. Mr. Mike will be on my right side, like this, just so I can talk to you in a very careful manner and nice play. Maybe a bit like this. No, it's really not comfortable. I need to find a new position for it. Anyhow, value type. In your code, values have a particular type. You have already learned about several. Whole number, decimal number, string, 2D vectors, array, and dictionaries. The computer uses the type of value to know which operation and function you can use with them. As a result, it's essential to understand types. They are not fully compatible with one another, and misusing them will cause errors. I know about it, just a bit. A prime number. You want to display the player health in the interface. Your code tracks health as a whole number, a value of a type, int, short for integer. Var. Never mind. Variable health equal 100. However, to display it on the player screen, the computer wants text. It needs a value of type string. You can to string with a plus operator. Okay, so I can just add this plus this with the add and hello plus there, meaning I can probably use different types. Yeah, I can use different types of types, a string type and an integer type. So display health plus health, the string, so it will show a string of health, and the integer as the number, the integer of the health that we keep. But when running the code, we get this strange error: invalid operation string and int in operation plus. Oh, so you can't do that. It says you can add values of type plus string and they're incompatible. In this case, you need to convert the health number into a string. Alright, sounds promising. Converting value into string. You can get a text representation of a value by calling the str string function, short for string. Okay, str is string. You can get the text representation of a value by calling, meaning the string will convert, basically it will convert other types into string. The function returns its argument as a new string. You can now use this function whenever you want to turn some number or vector is very important, into a text. Meaning, let's say, what do we have here? Variable of health equal 100, and we get the function run. Alright, display health plus str health, str brackets health, no brackets, how do you call those? Fucking hell. Okay. In this case, it will turn the number 100 into a string 100, or whatever number health is currently. Convert a string into number. Alright, now we'll do it the other way around. You can also convert string into whole number or decimal number using respectively the int and float function. Ooh, nice. This function can convert what a player writes in a text field into a number. For example, the number of positions to sell at once in a shop. We have a variable of player input, which is a 10, and variable as a whole number. Variable as a whole number, basically the conversion of the player input, is an int of player input, which is a string of 10. So the player put a 10 in the input, and we converted it by using the int on a string of a whole number. If we wanted a decimal number, we'll use a float. Alright. Some types are partially compatible. Most types are incompatible. For example, you can't directly add or multiply an array with a number. However, some types are practically compatible. For example, you can multiply or divide a vector by a number. Basically, we have a function run, a print, which we want to print here, of a vector of 1 and 1, and we use it by 10. So basically, we take the vector times a number, basically multiply the inside of the vectors of each part of the vectors. Each part of the vector. So 1 times 10 is 10, 1 times 10 is 10. It is possible because other developers define the operation for you under the hood. Nice, fun time. However, you cannot directly add or subtract a number to a vector. You'll get an error. That's why in earlier lessons you had to access the sub-variable of position to add the number. Wait. However, you cannot directly add or subtract a number to a vector. Okay, you'll get an error. That's why in earlier lesson you had to access the sub-variable of position to add the numbers to them. As a present result, take the following division, 3 of 2. What result would you expect? 1. Why? Well, for the computer the result of 3 times 2 is 1. What? Wait, what? That's because for a computer division of 2 whole numbers will always result in a whole number. When you divide a decimal number instead, you will get a decimal number as a result. Right. Even if it's just a 0, adding a decimal place tells the computer we want decimal number. This shows you how mindful you need to be with types. However, otherwise you will get unexpected results. It can get pretty serious. Numbers error can lead to bugs like controllers not working as intended or charging the work price to players. Understanding and mastering types is a key skill for developers. Programming beginners often struggle due to the lack of understanding of types. Languages like G.script hide the types from you by default. As a result, if you want to understand some of the interaction, you can get stuck facing type-related errors. You'll want to keep that in mind in your learning journey. When you write code, you will need to understand everything that's happening. That said, let's practice some type conversion. Alright, let's see. Displaying the player health and energy. One moment. Let's see if I got an important message on my phone. No, a friend sent me a reel on Facebook of Dragon Ball. Yeah, important stuff. Important. Oh, fucking hell. I'm a talking can of soda. Trying to... Oh my god. You know what? It's fun. We want to display the player energy in the user interface. Currently, our code has... has a type of error. We're trying to display a whole number, while the display energy function expects a string. Alright, so we have this variable of integer, and we want a string. Basically, we'll have to use a string function to clear the type of error and making an energy amount. So we just use string, right? We can just put it inside of here, let's say. Oh, and it's supposed to work, right? No. str. Now it will work. Nicely done. It's nice to see that we can actually just put it inside, and I don't need to, let's say, add a variable outside. Basically, let's see, the solution is the same, yeah. Alright, it's nice. So basically with string and if I already have some sort of variable or already existing string or variable or something like that, I can basically translate one another. Convert. I can convert types on the go, basically. Alright, nice. Let's continue. Letting the player type numbers. In our game shops, we want to let the player type number to select the number of items they want to buy or sell. Alright, we need to know the number of items as an int, but the player input as a string. Alright, player input, player item count. Ooh. Okay, we have a player input which we probably get by that. Alright, we get the player count. Item count equals 0. Alright. Okay. Okay. Function buy select item. Player input get player input. Okay, get player input, which is basically will be a string. We'll need to change the player input. Basically, item count will be, because we're adding, it's okay to use the add. And what do I want to add? I want to add an int of player input, which is a string by default, right? We'll do a run, and we did it, basically. All right, but wait, no, I want to also, what the wait, listen, I want to practice that. Solution, right? Use solution, which is basically the same thing I did, but I want to print item count. Item count. Say I'll use like 145. Okay, 999. Okay, so okay, that's okay. Run 99. Basically, we did it, and I can also see it because it's important for me to see it. Let's continue. Specifying types with type hints. By default, GDScript is what we call dynamically typed language. That means that you can just write variables, assign them to a value with a number, and assign them another value with a different type. Wait. The dynamically typed language. That means that you can just write variable like that, assign them a value with a number, and assign them another value with a different type. Alright. Some text. Ooh, which mean I need to be careful. Basically, okay, so okay. Oh, okay. I'm thinking I understand. Dynamically typed language, which means we can just assign over some sort of variable. I can. Oh, okay. Oh, that's hard. But okay. But this feature often causes problem down the line. Let's take one example. Cell size, decimal number, or 2D vectors. game use grids all the time, be it a good best gameplay or to make algorithm faster. When working grids, you need to convert grid coordinates into positions in the game world all the time. To do so, you... Ooh, wait a second. What the... I'm displaying the entire screen. I don't want to... Maybe... display capture... screen... window captures? Maybe it will be a better... Alright. Right, that's better. That's... Okay. Nicely done, Okay, back on track. Alright, we're back. We are back on track. Cell size, decimal number, or 2D vector games use grids all the time, be it for grid-based gameplay or an algorithm. Algorithm, what the hell is this supposed to mean? When working with grids, you need to convert grid coordination into position in game world all the time. To do so, you give each cell a size in pixels. You likely pick one of two types for that. Float or vector 2, because pixel position on the screen uses vector 2 coordination. Either of those two values would be fine. Cell size equal vector 50-50. Using vector 2 would simplify some calculation, for example, when converting grid coordination to game world coordinations. Why is that? Variable cell size vector 2 of 50-50. Function grid towards cell. Alright, so we have a cell, grid world of cell. Return cell times cell size. What the hell is cell? Oh, it's get a cell. It get from outside a cell. Cell time cell size, which cell size? Okay, cell is probably vector 2 also. So vector 2 times vector 2. Which basically means an operation of one on one, 2 1 on 1, or 2 of 2, plus cell size divided by 2. Why is that? In this example, both cell and cell times. Okay, however, if cell size is a float, we'll get the type of error. Yeah, because if it's a float, it doesn't know how to do that. Okay. Because we're learning, we only have small code examples in the source, but your game's code will be long and split into many files. When coding, you often forget about the code you wrote several weeks ago. And with a lot of code, it will take hours of play before players trigger a type error in your code. Using types hints. Fortunately, as an optional type hints. Type hints let the computer know the value type you want for variable and reports errors before running the code. To specify the type a variable can accept, you can write a colon and a type after the name when defining a new variable. Variable name dot type equal value. Colon. Alright. You can tell the computer you want a cell size only to accept vector 2 values like so. Variable cell size dot vector 2 of vector 2. If you try to replace the cell size with the value with a tab, the computer will not let you. Please, error the assigned value tab float does not match the variable tab by vector. Basically, I need to specify it beforehand, so the computer will tell me, hey, those two are not compatible because you said so beforehand. No, okay, nice. The computer figured it out. GD script comes with a feature called type interface. In many cases, but not all, the computer can figure out the type of variable for you. To do so, you write column equal. Without the type, the computer will set the type using the value after the equal signs. We can... Okay. So let's say it's the first time I'm using it. And I'll... Oh, okay. This takes a little typing, yet you get the benefit of using type hints. Like the computer reports error for the why bother to add hints. When you give the language hints like that, it will prevent major type error. When you work in the dot, you will see that the computer can report issues as you write the code. It makes the benefit even greater. Type hints can also help improve the readability of your code. It can help put more information directly in the code. As we saw, types are essential when coding. And when using types, hints, the computer will add them to the engine built-in code documentation system. They're an incredible third benefit for you. By using the type hints, you will learn types much faster. It acts in the following. In the following practice, you will write the correct type hints to the code error-free. Alright, let's see. Available get the correct values, but not the right hints. Using the type foo, add the correct type name. Alright. But the variable vector string, what? No, that's a vector 2. That's a string. That's string with S, big S. That's a decimal number. Float. How do float? Yeah, what the? Ah, yeah, that's a whole number. No, what? How? Wait. Int, yeah, okay. Int. Float with an A, of course. Float with an A. String like that, vector 2 like that. Alright, so vector is a vector 2, text is a string, which I need to write, and whole number is an int, and decimal number is a float. Run. Alright. Continue. Fix the values to match the types. Hey, you made it! Yay! And now what? You made it. You learned the foundation of coding. You're a big step closer to making your own game. Don't stop here. The first start. There are 2 pathways. Learning traditional mixing, following video tutorials, which I don't kind of want to do. Learning with courses. I'll be honest, a course will be kind of fun, but I don't want to pay. Let's see if yeah. Really don't want to pay. It's a lot of money. Well, we can just go back here. Alright. Learn new features. Where was I? Yeah. Anyway, go to the community if you think we can understand. The best way to ask questions. Describe your goal. You want to explain what you're trying to achieve. Design wise. If you're having trouble figuring out what to make the solution work, there are different easier solutions to find the goal. If there is an error involved, should the exact error message. You can copy an exact message into blah blah blah. If the code involved, show a code sample. Alright. Show the screenshot. Alright, basically community, showing a video, community tutorials. Alright. This menu I'm to provide reference to get that feature. Aside from to the 3D starter series, it does not contain tutorials to implement specific game genres. If you're looking for tutorials about creating a role-playing game, a platformer or other, please tutorial and resources. Let's see. Let's looking around here. Oh, tutorial. So this is a list of third-party tutorials which are created by Get Community. For your research, remember that the official Get Library assets follow official and community resources too. Let's open those two. Light sensors 3D. What the hell is all of this? I have no idea. Let's not for now. Where to start? A good video tutorial. This quest are well arranged. The community often requires now. Let's see. Is this what I already made? No. Alright. Alright. Nice, but there's a lot of stuff. Let's see. No. Alright. For the recommend looking at YouTube, there's many wide objects. Text tutorial. What the fuck is that? What the hell is that? Text tutorial. It also says I suggest adding the list tutorial. While there isn't on YouTube, they have mostly been describing the text. So let's open. Oh, okay, it's for your old. Added, it's really a minus. Alright. Let's see. What the hell? Alright, tutorials. Making the for performance of a hardware, using AI, don't care, using it. Alright, no. It's a big leap. Catalog coding by Jasper Flick. Let's see what the hell is this. Tutorials teach you how to work with Godot Engine 4. All my tutorial wide and add free tutorials here. I've been adding tutorials. Top down 2D. What the hell is going on? Okay. Huh. Interesting. Weird game. Alright, I want something really simplistic, actually. The tutorials, let's see. What? Ooh. Or let's all right, let's see.
Where to start? Here's a good plan to get you up and running in no time the GD Quest way. 1. Download the free interactive Godot tool from gdquest.com. In just a few minutes, it will help you get your bearings and know where's what in the latest version of the game engine. 2. If you're new to programming, use the free app called Learn GDScript from Zero. It teaches you how to code step by step using Godot's own game-specific language. The free app runs directly.
Yeah, that's actually very nice. I've just finished those.
Can mix and match languages in Godot.
All right. see. Let's see. Right. Check it out. Oh, right. Oh. What is going on? Wait. No. What? Was it?
Interactive good tour from gdquest.com in just a few minutes. No time, but GDQuest way. 1. Download the free interactive good tour from gdquest.com in just a few minutes.
Wait, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be free. Wait, what is a free tutorials? Tutorials. Oh, there it is, the interactive tool. Download for the download section below. All right. See how you actually. Download, I guess. And I actually need to. What?
If you're just getting started in Godot, one of the first hurdles is figuring out where's what in the editor. Because of the large amount of features packed in
Wait, can you even hear that?
general purpose engines, the UI can end
All right, you need to get much lower. You need to get much higher.
up looking like a spaceship control panel. Options within options and editors inside editors.
I have no idea what
So
he's
we've
talking
been
about.
working on a new edtech called Godot Tours with the goal of progressively incorporating more and more interactive exercises in our Godot 4 courses, launching in early access starting January editor, and it's available for free on gdquest.com. If for any reason you get stuck or can't run the tour, the rest of this video is a full run through of it. So feel free to pause now.
All right. Before maybe I'll try to do it without. Let's see. The tool. How do I even open it? I have no idea how to open it.
And head over to gdquest.com to download the tour.
All right.
In this tour,
How do I open it? Okay, important. What is zip line? Okay, a zip file composed for archive to connect files. Follows simply contain there. Easier to share. You can import this one directly in Doctor. Yeah. You download this zip Wait, so basically I need to 1 moment. New rename GD nuts. CD's nuts. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Which I need to open those, and the tutorial, which I'll just put. Come on. Come on. There. All right. Now I have those. And I think I might need to open it somehow. I don't know how. All right. We'll figure it out one step at a time. One step of the time. Let's say I'll open Godot. I'll open Godot. One step at a time, one step over the time. New game project, no. Import. No, I'll go to fucking what? What the? Where am I? God damn it! God damn it! I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Nope. Um. No. Desktop. Well, I guess. Port. Let's Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. All right. Wait, wait, wait. All right. Oof. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's. How do I change it on stream? I'll need to capture video. Different kind of video. Maybe a game? Interesting. Let's try to change. Let's change it to this. All right, now we're talking, and let's put the music back on, because I have no idea what's going on in here. Music, live music, and let's start learning. Welcome to Godot. In our tour, you make the first step to Godot Editor, and you get an overview of the engine for pillars, screen, nodes, scripts, and signal. In the next tour, you'll get to assemble your first game for pre-made parts and put all this into practice. Let's get started. All right, nice. Try the game. When a project first open up in Godot, we land on the main screen. In this entry point of a Godot game, click the play icon on the top right of the editor to run Godot project. Then press F8 on your keyboard or close the game window to stop the game. Or close the game window. All right. Ooh. 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 Ah, you can see that. Maybe I actually need to. You know what? Just pick that. Now you can see what I see. Bing. No. All right, and then F8, right? Yeah. Next. Editor tool. Great. Now let's take a quick tour of the editor. All right. The viewpoint, the central part of the editor tutorial is purple in the viewport. It's a view of the current open screen. A screen is a reusable template. In Godot, a screen is a template that can represent anything. A character, a chest, an entire level or menu, or even complete game. Alright, that screen. We are currently looking at screen file called completed project tscn. This screen consists of a complete game. Let's see, complete project. Scene. Alright, that's a scene of a complete game. Alright, nice. Let's look around. We are going to explore the interface next, so you can get a good look of it. Nice. Runner buttons, runner buttons, you can play and stop the game with them. Contact switcher. Contact the editor. If I get that contact switcher, you can change between the different editor views here. We are currently on the 2D view. Later we'll switch to the script editor. Screen dock. At the top left, you have the screen dock. You could see all the building blocks of the screen here. In Godot, those building blocks are called nodes. A screen is made up of one or more nodes. Building blocks are called nodes. Basically, each one of those is a node. More nodes, also node to draw images, place sound, design, animation, and anything. File system dock. At the bottom left, you can see the file system dock. It lists all the files used in the project, all the screen, images, scripts. On the right, we have the Inspector doc. Inspector. In this doc, you can view and edit the properties of selected node. Oh my god, I'm overstimulated. Try inspector. Try the inspector. Click on the different nodes of the screen dock on the left and see the properties in the inspector of the right. Let's see the main. Alright, visibility, processor, rotation, let's say the bridges. Alright, basically I can see here, down here, some of them enabled on, rendering, physics, alright. Let's see, just weapon pickup. Alright, weapon pickup, health pickup. Room, player, the player itself, I assume. Alright, background blue sky. Alright, next. The bottom panels. At the bottom panels, you will find editors like the output and the background. That's where you'll edit the animation, write visual effect code, shaders, and more. Later are contextual. We'll see what that means in the next talk. The complete screen note. This completed game scene has 4 nodes. Main, bridges. What the? It's not. There's more. Completed game screen has 4 nodes. Main, bridges, invisible world, and UI layer. You can see that in the screen dock on the top left. Other elements like the player have an open in editor icon. When you see this icon, you are looking at the screen interface. It's a copy of another screen. Wait, what? Other elements like the player, right, have an open editor, this icon. When you see this icon, you are looking at a screen interface. It's a copy of another screen. You can think of it as a screen that uses another screen as its template. In Godot, we nest a screen in instances to create complete games. Click the Open in Editor icon next to the player node in the screen dock to open. Oh, okay, scene instances. The player screen. Alright, I just opened it right here. Okay. When opening a screen, the screen dock and the viewport update the display the screen. What the hell are those people? What's going on? When opening a screen dock and the viewport update to display the screen context. In the screen dock at the top left, you can see all the nodes that form the player character. Alright, so basically we got the player, we got the armor, which is probably all of these, weapon holder, which probably is about the weapon. Alright, weapon anchor, where it is, hands left and right, sound of the weapon holder, probably the right shape, and collision to shadow, and damage audio. Alright, pretty simplistic, but for me it's a lot. Right, script bring nodes to life. By themselves, nodes and screen don't interact. To bring them to life, you need to give them interaction by writing code and script connected to another screen. Let's have a look at another script. Alright, basically open the script. And we get a script. Oof, oh my god, oh my god. The player node has a script file attached to it, and you can see the text to the attached script icon. Look at it or I can get the screen dock. Click the script icon to open the player script in the script editor. Next. The script context. We are now in the script content, which displays all the code in the open script file. This code gives interaction to the computer about how to move character And the player sounds and more. Don't worry if you can't read the code yet. We made a free app to learn. Alright, it's a free part. Let's see what it is. Yeah, oh. What? Okay, it's free, that's probably not. What the? Started. Questions. What is free and what is not? Oh, dude, I just hate. Why can't there? Everything needs to be some sort of course. Ah, yeah. Buy a course. Buy. Dude, I don't care. I don't want to buy. I want to just learn. I want to learn. I want to learn. Where is it? Let's. Okay. Is your will to scroll to the file? Right. Right. Let's just read. We got a class name, which is a player, extend character, extended, extends to character, body to D, which is probably alright. Signal, health change, new health, and signal died. Okay, we get health change and died, which the player will get from outside, probably, right? And wait, I don't know what it'll mean. We got a constant pain sounds. Alright, basically a preloaded sounds of pain, probably when getting hurt. We got the death sounds, we got 3 different death sounds just hanging out in there. We got export variable of max health 5, export variable speed, export variable ground, friction factor, probably how the player movements. That's the health bar, probably. Yeah. Variable health, max health, and set the health. Alright. On ready variable camera, shaking camera 2D, basically the camera following the player, probably already variable, no, we don't care. Function ready, add weapon, what the, I have no idea what the hell is going on in here, I have no idea, it's too much. Function physics float, what the fuck is all of this? Any node can have a script. If we took back at screen dock at the top left, we can see multiple nodes with a script icon. You can attach scripts as many nodes need. Alright. Go back to the view. Navigate back. And now change the active screen. Let's change the active screen to a complete project screen. Yes. Signals, games of button, doors, chest, and myriad of other elements you interact with and you expect to respond in a specific way. To do that, you need them to do those elements. Needs to do report event to game to trigger action. We call that a signal. In this thing dock, the top left, there's a player node. You can see they have a signal. Alright, basically, ooh, a lot of signals of the player to the collision object. Oh, whoa. Right, the signal dock and the right, you can see a signal dock. It lists all of the signal of the selected node. In this case, it's a player node. The signal list is long. Nodes emits many signals because there are many kinds of events we need to interact in the game. Fucking hell, oh my god. I think that's the biggest problem with trying to learn something new. He just bombards you with so much information that you just like, I don't know, I want to quit, I don't want to do it. Like, seriously, all I want to do when starting to learn is have little wins or in little ways. Like, I understand that, let's say right now they bombard you with everything you need to know, but I don't think I need to know all of this right now. Like, I need to just practice something small, and then on the way, just add something, another thing, like little thing. It may not has especially used signal health changer. The health changer single heal when the player takes damage or heal up. Notice the contact single icon below the single. It shows that the single is connected to a piece of code. It means that each time the player health changes, the dot will run a connected piece of code. We can double click the line of the green open to connect the piece of dot. Oh, alright. Oh, nice. Actually, that's smart. Notice the connected sign below its single. It shows that the single is connected to code. This means that each time to play. Oh, yeah. The connected node. Basically, this is the connector. Set health. Set health. New health equal is an int, which go to void. Right. Basically, it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, it just for itself, that's the new health is what it's get it back. Health equal to new health for index in row that get child count variable heart picture index. What the hell? The script that the purpose of your set how function. A function is a name given to multiple lines of code for easier use. In other game code, we can use the function name to execute all lines of code in the function. The set health function. This function updates the display of the player health bar. Notice the green connected sign icon in the left margin of the script. The left margin of the script editor. When coding a game, it reminds you of existing single connection. So each time the player health changes, the player node emits the health change signal, and to turn to run the set health function that updates the health bar in the running game. Basically, that's a health bar. This is for the health bar. It's not for the amount. Basically, all right. The new health, it's something that it's getting out or getting in. Set health of health. No, the new health it's what it gets, basically. Health equals. All right, yeah, I think I get it. Run the game again and try package the health of the rival to play against the. Let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah, it changes. Okay. All right. In summary, Godot is 4 essential concepts from which we rely: screen nodes, scripts, and signals. Screens are usable templates. All right. Let's see what it's got here. Probably. Yeah. Troubleshooting. All right. I think that's enough for today. We learn bit by bit. I'm just overstimulated right now about it. Anyway, thanks.